Albany, Buffalo, Rochester, Syracuse, Binghamton, Utica, Elmira, New York City. Empire Rewind with Kori Chambers.
Hello, once again. This is Empire Rewind. I'm Kori Chambers. We've got some great stories for you. It's all about great stories from the great state of New York. And who is alongside me as always?
It is me, producer Brianna Williams. I am here with you today, like I am every
you
week.
didn't sing today. Sometimes it's...
Yeah, I think I got to give it up. I got to give my voice a break.
All right. Producer Brianna in the house today. You know,
Oh, you
usually a
say
little
first.
melody.
Yes.
All right. Well, we've got some good stories for you. I think you'll like these, including a story about AI. How do you feel about AI?
I'm against it.
I knew you were going to say that.
I'm against it.
I knew, like, you seemed, not that you're against progress, but whenever stuff gets a little too technical, you're like, I don't know.
I'm out of here.
I don't know. Well, this is AI that could save your life. How do you feel about that?
Okay, so now I'm on board.
You're on board now?
Yeah.
We're going to Syracuse for this AI story. It's a medical AI story, and it's kind of interesting. I think you'll be on board when you see it. We'll talk about that.
Okay.
Also,
Okay.
you know where we're going.
Buffalo.
Let's go, Buffalo. We got a story from Buffalo. I think you're going to like this one, too, because I feel like this story kind of gets into, like, the heart of Buffalo, and it's a Buffalo person that really embodies that kind of spirit, an artist.
Yeah.
And it's a great story here. Actually, I saw this story from our Buffalo station a few weeks ago. I couldn't quite squeeze it in. It's a little bit longer, but I wanted to make sure we shared it. It's a great story. You got to see it. And
Oh, I know that neighborhood.
you know the
Cold
neighborhood,
Springs,
right?
Yeah, and I know that Tops.
Yes. So, of course,
Yeah.
that Tops is in the news. It's a really good story. And also a story that you see, and it could maybe save your life depending on who you are at home watching it. So another good one. And then we have a story. Oh, you're going to like this one.
Oh, what is it?
Because I know you're a little bit sappy. You like a little love story.
I'm
How
a
about-
crybaby.
How about some letters that go back to World War II? So the woman you see at the table, well, we have on the right is our Eileen La Palmer reporter, but the woman there has some letters that go back to World War II. Love letters.
Oh, yeah. The waterworks are going to get flowing today,
so get
Kori.
ready. Let's get the tissues ready to go. But first, we have an interesting story. Speaking of New York, we're going to stay in New York for our first story and a rescue that you should see.
It's meant for animals.
Officer Mike Russo still remembers the tool in his hands when he reached for America's national symbol, stranded on the Hudson River.
We used our catcher to kind of subdue its wings. As Sergeant Amello here kind of covered it from behind and limited in stress, and we carried it on the boat.
Russo says the crew was out for routine training Tuesday morning.
We were just checking some ice flow now that the weather kind of warmed up. As we were up the Hudson, we saw some minor ice flow, and from a distance it looked like something was on the ice. As we got closer, we realized it was an American eagle.
All right.
But the bird didn't fly away. Instead, it cried out.
When we got closer, you can actually hear it like squawking, and I don't know if I guess it was a cry for help.
That's when the 4 NYPD officers jumped into action. They say teamwork made all the difference.
We could see it was bleeding in a few different areas. It was making a pretty distressing noise. All around, everybody played a part. There's no plan for that. There's no training for that. You just kind of have to rely on each other and put something together, and it worked out.
They worried about the eagle's razor-sharp talons, but pressed on.
You know, we're a little concerned about its talons and its beak, you know, getting cut up from it or attacking us.
The bald eagle is now safe at the Rapture Trust Sanctuary in New Jersey.
It is in stable condition as of now.
And when asked why they bothered to rescue it, well, Russo's answer was simple.
We rescue everybody. Anything and anybody, we're going to, you know, do our best to help them.
Reporting at the Brooklyn Army Terminal, Corey McGinnis, Pix 11 News.
That eagle looks tough, huh?
Yes. So it's beautiful. That's like one of my
beautiful bird.
favorite animals.
Yeah.
Well, not the eagle, but a bird.
Oh, just birds.
Yeah, I
in
love
general.
them. Yes.
All birds.
Yes. I love geese.
Pigeons.
Those are rats with wings, so no, Kori.
They're birds.
Yeah.
Technically, they're birds. So just letting you know.
Yeah.
All right.
Shout out to the NYPD Harbor Unit, too.
Oh, great.
Yeah, they do an amazing
They do
job.
great work
Yeah.
rescuing people, and as you see, bald eagles as well.
Yep.
So, a nice little story there. All right, we got to go to the Cuse now. This is a good one as well. Last week we had a story. You remember we were talking about the staying alive. Staying alive.
Yes, I remember that one.
All right, we're going to the cues because we got to keep it alive here. And a great story here. Stay with us for this one.
I just kept going.
His heart stopped, but she didn't.
I joke around saying she did it just to keep the cook around because she doesn't cook, but it means everything to me. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be here.
For Donna and Richard Roberts, it's a true love story, more than 50 years in the making. But on January 25th, their time together was suddenly in jeopardy.
We were watching television and I started getting flustered. And I told her, because we had to monitor my blood pressure. So I said, there's something going on. Go get the blood pressure machine.
Richard was going into cardiac arrest, and by the time Donna came back, he was already unconscious.
I knew that I needed help.
Donna says her grandson immediately called 911, and she began CPR.
I was doing the CPR, and I could just see that he was getting more and more blue, so I just had to do it harder.
As soon as paramedics arrived, Richard was rushed to the ER.
I can't tell you anything else after that, except for waking up in the emergency room going not here again.
And then I heard him, and I'm like, okay, he's great. He's going to be okay.
She has my full gratitude, and she knows it.
And time together is more precious now than ever. In Syracuse, Ashley Cafaro, News Channel 9.
Yeah.
CPR, saving lives.
It's so important. It's important to know.
Yeah. Whether it's a coworker or, in this case, it's a spouse. It's you can save your family member. Somebody could save you. It's important information to know.
Yep.
All right. Speaking of heart issues, I mentioned this earlier. AI.
Oh, gets my heart pumping. How much I don't like it.
Well, it could save your heart, could save your life. I'm going to talk about that ahead. Also, the story we mentioned, I hit the button earlier. We're going to Buffalo for a story I think you are going to love and a story we all should see. That's after this. All right, we are back talking about AI, and you are not a fan generally of it.
Not yet, but you said you can convince me. So with this next story,
Well,
so
I'm not going to convince you.
Yeah.
Because I think your beliefs go deep. But I think this is one positive use of AI. Because I also agree, some of the stuff that people are using AI for.
Yeah.
You ever go on to social media and you see some of these videos people putting out and some of the stuff people putting out? It's
scary.
The scammers now can take your voice and make it. Look, we could do a whole show about all the reasons that AI is not great, but there are some reasons why AI is actually good and could actually save lives and help us out. So why don't we check in with our folks in Syracuse and see what the AI is up to?
Let's see if they can change my mind.
All right.
St. Joseph's Health is testing new AI-powered EKG technology and handheld echo devices that could help doctors catch heart conditions earlier than ever. Doctors will soon be able to predict rhythm disturbances, measure heart function, and see how likely you are to develop AFib. Dr. Russell Silverman, a cardiologist at St. Joe's, says while doctors can sometimes spot heart problems just by looking at an EKG, computers can now analyze thousands of data points to predict who may have lower heart function and other cardiac issues.
The newer devices are handheld ultrasound machines that can, and they connect up through Bluetooth to an iPad or iPhone or whatever, or other device, so that you can actually do echocardiograms at a second's notice.
And Dr. Silverman says this new AI technology will become a part of standard cardiac care here at St. Joseph's Health. In East Syracuse, Ashley Cafaro, News Channel 9.
So think about this, right? Because doctors, look, we love doctors. Doctors, they go to school for a long time. They work with lots of patients. They have expertise. They see this image of your heart doing the lub dub or whatever they call it, and they see it and they say, hey, something's wrong here, right? That's really impressive, super important. But what if the doctor's having a bad day, right? Like, because doctors are human.
Yeah.
And doctors don't always see everything. If an AI can come in and say, yo, doc, take one more look at this. Or, yo, doc, I saw this case because I'm looking at like I've seen a million other data points, and this one is weird, and you should take one more look at this. In that case, AI is all right with me. What do you think?
All right, Kori, I have to say you changed my mind, especially when it comes to heart health, because February is Heart Health Month. And I just think people don't realize how important it is to like get a checkup and just showing how easy it is with this and for AI to catch mistakes like that. So I'm all for it. But
yeah, look, when AI is catching mistakes and AI is saying to people, hey, look, take one more look at this.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yep.
When AI is like, hey, you don't work here anymore because we have a computer that does it, that's not great. So I have a line. I don't love it all, but if it keeps me alive or keeps you alive or keeps the family alive,
yep,
I'm okay.
All for it.
All right, this is a Buffalo story, and I think you're gonna like this one because this one is another one of those stories where not only is it, having good doctors, but also it's being aware of what's happening in your own body.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So this is a story, this is one of those stories. It's hard for me to describe it even because it's about sort of like the heart of Buffalo, but also it's about the story of this one artist. And then also it's like a medical story. And it's all these things combined. It really is a beautiful piece. So why don't we take a look?
Okay.
From the studio to the streets, John Frederick Daniels' art is seen across the 716. He picked up the paintbrush when he needed it most. Vibrant colors poured out from shades of gray.
Because I was in a dark place, it was so easy to look at everything in the world as dark. Once I knew that people liked the art, it was like I was in the light now. Like now I'm feeling a little better, So it's like more colors, just go as many colors as you can.
John Frederick is an artist, Army veteran, and father of 5 who's created over 36 murals. His work unites the Queen City, even in the face of tragedy, like the collaborative piece on the east side of Buffalo, in remembrance of the 10 lives taken in the 2022 mass shooting at Tops. Though his life is filled with color, it wasn't always the case.
A couple years back, I lost a baby, I lost a child. At one point, I just broke and I became suicidal, and I couldn't see why God took my baby from me. I couldn't understand it, and then I felt like it was my fault.
Art has the power to heal. He started painting to take his mind off the pain.
And before I knew it, it was like 10 hours of painting and 15 hours. And I would be so tired after painting, I wouldn't be able to be sad, And I just kept going, and now it's really prominent,
It's safe to say the art saved your life, really, right?
Yeah.
And now it's saving him again. Last fall, he discovered a small lump in the left side of his chest, the last thing he would ever suspect: breast cancer.
Even when they told me, it's like, that's no way. Like, I have breast cancer. I'm a guy,
Men don't expect that they will find a lump in the breast tissue on their chest. They don't or haven't been told about the risk of breast cancer in men. And unless there was a family member who happened to have breast cancer and who was a man, they probably would not be aware of it and therefore not think that a mass or a lump was concerning.
Dr. Kabraji says the risk of developing breast cancer for women in the U.S. is about 1 in 8. For men, it's around 1 in 800, accounting for less than 1% of all breast cancer cases.
When cancer develops in the breast, it can develop from 2 main sites, either the milk sacs or the tubes that take milk to the nipple. Now, in men, these are underdeveloped, but they do exist. Breast tissue has an equal chance of developing breast cancer, and especially if a man is a carrier of a gene that puts them at risk, then bilateral breast cancers are more common.
John Frederick has been diagnosed with HER2-positive bilateral breast cancer. He has received 2 of 6 rounds of chemotherapy and will need surgery to take out the lymph nodes under his arm.
Like, I pulled my hair and some hair came out, and it was just like it's real, So I don't know, I just feel like I'm just scared. And I gotta think for my boys, because I feel like if I don't fight it the best way, then I'm not giving them a good, a chance to have their dad around, I just told them, just know your dad is gonna fight. And they just like, I know my dad's gonna fight. That's one thing he's gonna do.
A fighter with a heart of compassion. Through this latest battle, one thing remains the same. The world is his canvas. As John Frederick undergoes treatment, he does so with a fresh coat of paint and perspective, looking to help other men understand they too can get breast cancer.
Breast cancer is less common in men, but if your body is telling you something, it's important to listen. My sort of take-home message is that we shouldn't let fear guide us. If you're concerned about something, bring it to your doctor's attention.
Even on the internet, like I've answered hundreds of people saying, I didn't know that this is even a thing. So I just want one more shot, and that's all it is. Like if I beat this, I have one more shot at it to show the world, like, man, not only that men can get breast cancer, but, we got to continue fighting through all of this, and smile a little bit too.
In Buffalo, Jordan Orkis, News 4.
What a story, right?
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. So a couple things from that piece. First of all, I wish him well. I know his boy, we're fighting. I love the spirit, and I think we're all behind him.
Yep.
As he fights his cancer. It's so important. I've heard of men getting breast cancer before, but I know a lot of people haven't.
Yeah.
And people ignore things.
Yep.
And to the point where I would even say, because I remember years ago, I was chatting with a friend of mine. It's like, oh man, this thing's been bothering me. I don't remember what it was. I'm like, oh, you should see a doctor. He's like, I don't want to. And honestly, I think that the fear sometimes keeps us
away
from going to the doctor. You're like, man, this thing hurts, or this thing is weird, but I don't want to go because I don't know that I want to find out. And you got to go find out, because sometimes it might be that scary thing. A lot of times it's not. Yeah. A lot of times you'll go, they'll be like, oh, it's nothing, whatever. But you have to listen to your body, because especially when you're really afraid, right? Because that fear takes over.
Yep.
You don't want to, you're like, oh, I don't want to know. Oh gosh, if I don't go and I don't find out, then it won't be real. But if you go, you find out, and it's real, and you get to start fighting it earlier, and you can deal with it,
Yep. And a reporter said 1 in 800 men. And women, it's 1 in 8 women.
Yeah.
With men, it's 1 in 800.
And, we don't even think men to even look for it or check or anything, because it's not as common. Whereas I know, like with women, of course, they're they're taught to self-exam, and they're doctors doing mammograms, and there's all these things that hopefully catch it early. Yeah. But for a lot of men don't know. So hopefully, if you're a man, you're watching this, now you know, and you're aware that if something is not right,
get it checked out. That was an amazing story.
Right? Yeah. And how Jordan, I believe, was reported to that piece. How great of it, just the way it was put together, is really a beautiful piece. All right. We have another beautiful piece to share.
Okay.
From right here in New York City, our Eileen the Palmer with this one. A bit of a love story. You're going to see some love letters. Here's some love letters.
You're going to see some waterworks as well, because I'm a crybaby.
This is a good one. It's coming up after this. All right, so we have 2 more stories left.
Okay.
Only 2 more, including the story I've been chatting about. This is the love story that goes back. What a cool thing to find, like these love letters, and they could have gone in the trash. They could have been recycled, but instead we get to sort of experience these. And honestly, I after seeing the piece, I was like, let's publish these. Let's make it a book, because I want to have that on my coffee table. Just open that up and just read love letters, right? That's just my thought. But I want to get your take on it as well coming up. But first, I want to go to Syracuse one more time.
Okay, to the Cuse.
To the Cuse, because a lot of the folks love to ski and snowboard. And apparently the weather, it's been great. It's been a great year for us. So let's take a look. Check in on the Cuse.
This winter has delivered just about everything skiers and snowboarders could ask for.
Well, we're talking about one of the best winters of all times, at least in recent memory. Started early, looks like it's going to go late. The skiing is just absolutely fantastic.
From first-time visitors to family traditions, the conditions keep people coming back.
If you're living in central New York, what do? Ski or snowboard?
Out here on the slopes, this winter has been perfect for skiers and snowboarders, with the perfect amount of snowfall and just the right temperatures.
And as the snow continues to fall, it's an opportunity for the whole family to fight the winter blues.
It's active. Winter sport is extremely important. It keeps all the kids and family members together.
Relying on a snow-packed season and skiers eager to visit.
I absolutely love it. It means everything to us. It kind of like makes or breaks us on the end of the season. So it's really important to make sure that we end the season off on a good note.
Hitting the slopes with plenty of snow in sight. Lindsay Peters, News Channel 9.
Look, I'm not a skier, never been. And I think at this age, I think I'm too old to start. So
You can do it. It's a lot of fun.
I don't want my bones are getting more fragile as I get older. I don't need that. I don't need that.
We could try snowboarding.
Oh, snowboarding? That's even easier.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. All right. This is the last story. This is the one I'm excited about. This one. I remember seeing this one. This aired maybe the end of last week, maybe Friday there, and I thought this is such a beautiful piece, such a beautiful discovery. So I had to share it with you folks as well.
She closes with, "Sweetheart, I'm crazy about you. Hurry home."
Molly Rosner never met her grandmother, but she now feels like she knows her after reading hundreds of letters that her grandparents wrote to each other when separated during World War II.
She was 25 when she was writing them, and learn about her passions. She was a new mother. She was really funny.
Sylvia and Alex Rosner were newlyweds with a 3-month-old baby when he was deployed on a U.S. Navy battleship. She writes about moving into a Brooklyn housing project.
She had to do it by herself. She talks about how much the rent costs and how much she hopes that he'll like it when he sees it.
The letters went back and forth nearly every day for almost 2 years. Some notes sealed with a kiss.
It's a really tangible evidence of her.
And then there's a letter that captures the moment World War II ended.
"Darling, can you believe it? VE Day. I kept crying with happiness and sadness."
And Sylvia sends Alex a condom and talks about plans for when he gets home.
She says they'll go see shows and ride the Fifth Avenue bus.
And these letters also reveal what it was like to live in New York City about 80 years ago.
It's what our city is made of, it's family, it's immigrants, it's public housing, and it's love. She's talking about like rent and how much a turkey costs for Thanksgiving and how many diapers she went through with her kid that day.
Sadly, Sylvia Rosner died at the age of 31 of a heart condition. She left behind her beloved Alex and 2 small children. Molly's grandfather saved the boxes of letters, but never spoke of them. When he died, Molly inherited the boxes and started the journey into their timeless love story.
There is a line in one of the letters that she writes, "This time period is one that we'll tell our grandchildren about." And she never got to do that. There is an epic quality to it. I don't think it's just because I'm their granddaughter that I'm saying it. I mean, these were 2 people that were just very deeply in love.
Eileen LePalmer, Pix 11 News.
Oh, wow. That is I would love to know what it was like for Martha and Belden.
Yeah. Make it a book. I say make it a book. I say
Yeah.
publish every one of those things.
Wow.
It's beautiful, right?
Yeah.
So that was my first thought. My second thought was, what will our grandkids have of our love stories? Are they going to be reading DMs?
Digital footprints. Yes, they're quickly.
Fire emojis.
Exactly.
Other emojis. I was like, what does this mean? Right? Like, it won't be as like, I don't know. There's something about, written on paper and it's tangible.
Yep.
And you can see the writing and the seal with a kiss. Generations from now won't have that.
Nope. They don't even know how to write in cursive now, Kori.
That's true.
Yep. So I would love to do something. I should start writing down notes of. Never mind. But yeah, that's an amazing story.
You know what? I just that just remind me of something. The idea of writing letters. It's like a lost art.
Mm-hmm.
And writing, every year I do it as a sort of a thing that I do. I'll write I'll have a list of people, and I will write notes, just a quick note about, not a standard, happy holidays or whatever. No, I will write a note to them, not too long, a sentence, 2 sentences, whatever. Sign it, put it in the mail.
Nice.
Yeah.
And
I think that means something, because we don't get mail anymore. Like now our mail is just the bill spam folder.
That's it.
Right?
Everything is digital now. Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe I should do that more often. I don't know. But just thinking about it. Well, you know what? Maybe you should do that and start that and start a new tradition.
I should.
A little handwritten something. And
I do have a journal, but it's just my thoughts.
Just your thoughts. Mm-hmm. Oh boy, that's the next show on Pix 11 Plus. Brianna's journal.
Just
as we dive deep into Brianna's thoughts. That would be good.
That's a nice one.
That would be good. I don't think it's gonna happen, but that would be good. All right, that's the end of this show. Thanks so much for joining us. I feel like we had some good ones today.
Yeah. That last one really just touched me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the one about the Buffalo artist.
What a great story. Mm-hmm. I really wish him well. All right, more good stuff next week. Stay safe out there.